Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting down with Matthias Karl from Schmidt Spiele, and you've brought us Die Baumeister des Colosseum, the builders of the Colosseum.
Correct. Great, thanks for having me. Yes, Colosseum, as we usually just call it, is a game for 2 to 4 players, 10 years and older.
I was going to say, I got to hold it up a little bit because it has this awesome 3D element to it.
It has, and this is actually the goal of the game. We try to build together the whole Colosseum. If the Colosseum is built up completely here, then the game ends, and the person with the most victory points, that you can already see a few here, is the winner of the game. So how do we do that? When it's your turn, you move the console, this pawn here.
Really awesome wooden bit.
Yeah. This Roman consul who drives around Rome here. And when it's your turn, you have one move. You have to move the pawn at least 1 point. If you want to move it, the console a little bit further, you have to spend some of those wagon wheels here. For each of those steps with that pawn on the wagon wheels, you can move the console 1 step further. So I would move it just 1 more and say I want to go here. And but you can spend as much, as long as you have enough wheels, you can still continue to move it ahead and do your turns through the city until you find the best spot. At each of those corner spots, you have 2 possibilities which you can do.
Say that with nice little arrows here indicating that way or that way.
True. So the first thing you can do is buy part of the wall of the Colosseum. You just have to spend the materials for it. That would be 4 times wood, 1 time corn, 1 time stone, and 1 time water. If you have that, you just give them back here to the supply and take the 7-point marker, which I don't have here, but you can take the other ones as well, so it doesn't matter. So you get 7 victory points for that one. Place it in here. And
1 step closer to finishing the game.
Indeed. Then you put another one here and the game continues. Or instead of doing that, you can also take one of those area tiles to increase your area. So to say, I would take this stone piece here, put it here in my landscape, and increase this area here. This automatically causes a scoring, because the second tile, always the second tile, gets scored now. So in this case, corn gets scored. This means every player here that already has a field of corn, like this player or this player, I don't know if it's visible, I don't know, gets the amount of corn that is visible here. So I would get 1 corn here. So I would usually try, probably move to move the console up here, take the wood, the forest.
Because then you get to score.
Then I get
stone.
3 times stones. You only have 1 stone, so you would get only 1 of those cards, and so that's how you do that. And those are the 2 main actions that you can do. Then the next one move up until they are empty, then another pile gets put up here as well. The other option is to move here. You have, whenever you come to that field, you have to give away one of your source cards, so your hand cards, put it back, and as long as there's one of those tiles here, you also get 1 back for that. You just put it here, it increases your hand limit, because in the beginning you only have 4 cards in your hand, and then continues up to 6, 8, or 10.
That makes sense. Each tent is storage for your various goods you're collecting.
Yes, and the same goes with those wagon wheels. Let's say I would have moved here, and then later on this comes back. I come around 1 more time. Then I increase the number of wagon wheels that I can use. And the scoring is the same. Let's say I would have taken this now, and the next scoring would have been these. This would mean that the wagon wheels, let's say I have used them quite a lot, let's say here, then I can recharge it and just put it back. And these are basically the options that you have in that game. Then when it's finished, you score the amount of victory points that you have here, plus you score, you compare the majorities of the different areas that you have. The person with the most stone areas here, quarries, gets 4 points. If there is equal amount, let's say you have as well 2, you both would get 2 points. And the same, the person with the most wagon wheel tiles here, not wagon, wheel tiles, gets 4 points. And Wagon wheels are those biscuits, aren't they?
Yeah. There are also wheels on the wagon, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, these are the other ways to score points here, and but basically the most victory points can be get with the tiles here in the Colosseum, because they're usually 7 or 4 points. So that's
and it looks like a few bonus points for finishing out the last 3 spots there.
Because usually like the last 3 spots are like a little bit well, who wants to finish the game, or will I just continue to work more on my majorities here?
So this is incentive,
an extra incentive, so you can get a little bit more points there.
You know, and I really like that the fact that all the wheat tiles are actually a little bit different, that they sort of form this panoramic picture.
They do. Oh, it's really nice. The graphics are done by Michael Menzel, so that's he has done a great job here, I think.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, and I like the fact that you also have some more unique combinations for building.
Different ones, yeah.
Right, that I'm guessing that's 4 of the same and
3 of the
same. 3 of something that is something
the different
else.
Ones, genau, yeah. Yeah, and that's Colosseum.
How long do you think a game would take us?
About 30 to 40 minutes. And
nice,
2 to 4 players, 10 years and older, and it's a game by Klaus-Jürgen Rede, Mr. Carcassonne. Probably heard of him.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Maybe.
So if you guys want to check that out, this is The Builders of Colosseum, or just Colosseum, by Schmidt Spiele and Matthias. Thank you so much for giving us a quick peek.
Thanks for having me.